What is up, YouTube? We're selling the 600. That's right, we're selling this old girl. A little dirty right now, but not too bad, not too bad. Just went through, did drive shaft bearing on it. Bearing was falling apart. Speedo quit working, as you guys seen, I don't know, one of the previous videos. So, new bearing, new speedo key, fresh fluid in the chain case. Everything's all buttoned up, nice. While I was in there, I actually found one bolt in the rear suspension was gone. So, went ahead and replaced that. Got everything all nice, snug, tight, good to go. On the rear skid, but one of the guys that watch my videos needs a reliable sled, get back and forth. Well, this thing's got a rebuilt crank. It just don't get any more reliable than the 600 big block. 700 is pretty, well, basically the same thing, but a little bit of condensation in the headlights still, but yeah, it's going away. Got her sold, put the money into other sleds, so it'll all work out. It's pretty cool. So one thing I see all the time is people asking to do a video on all the sleds I have. Now here's the thing, the sleds I have is always changing. I'm always buying, I'm always selling sleds, but at the moment I'll show you what I have sitting around the house. 98 XCR 440, 500 swap, setting it up for ice racing. Issue there, I was building it, and now with me getting my job back in the oil field, I'm actually going to miss the big races that I was building the sled for, so that really sucks. 98 XC 700, done up like a 97, twin piped, all that good shit. That right there is another 98 XC 700, which I plan a future build on. 97 RMK 700 trail, 488 fan, no motor. This was a 99 XCSP 700. I yanked the motor and rear suspension out of it. 2000 RMK 800. Bought this, used the parts out of it, whatever. Sold the motor. Another 98 700, sorry, 97 700. This is a SKS, pretty cool. Door 8 spring stuff on the front. It's probably gonna be a park sled. 96 Ultra. Water pump needs rebuilt. Haven't done anything with it. 98 XCR 440. This one's still 440. Slowly fixing it up. Of course, the Pro XR. How could you ever forget about the Orange Beauty? Under tarp, as it should be. And then this Pro X that I'm fixing up. This is a 02 Pro X 600. Interesting fact, the 02s were a mid-release sled. There were not many of these built. It's actually a pretty hot little 440 as far as the motor goes. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Got another 440 fan out back there. Oh. As we continue on this way, we have, of course, the Snail Trail 94, I believe. Trail 488, set up for ice racing. Fun little sled. And that one's not mine. That's actually a sled I'm fixing up for somebody. So yeah, that's just the sleds at my house. I have other sleds as well, at my other property and also at my family's property 2 towns over. So there's a couple, a few of them I haven't even seen in a few years because they're not here, but they're really not anything to be noteworthy. Like one's an Edge, doesn't have a motor in it. A 97 XC 600 was originally triple. Someone swapped the fan in it. I got it for free. I've never even tried starting it. I hauled it to my parents' place and parked it. I've never moved it. I think I've opened the hood on it once in like 3 years, maybe 4 years. My other property, got a 96 XCR 600. Used to be an ice race sled, started parting it out. And there's also an Ultra, that Storm 800 triple swapped. But I
can't even remember what the deal with that thing was. The motor was blown up or something. But that's kind of the sleds I got sitting around. So I got to run to Wasilla, a couple towns over, and get something really cool that I bought on eBay. And I guess we can figure out what sleds we're going to work on. Got to do something productive. Alrighty, so in light of what's happening next weekend, not this weekend, it's Friday right now, but the next weekend we're having races here on Big Lake, snow course, Le Mans style race, and drag racing. It's gonna be food trucks, beer garden, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Now I'm gonna be racing my 98 700 in the pre-Rider Ford Open class, so I got to get that thing fixed up, ready to go, and dialed in. Also loaning the 98 440 out to one of my friends to race in the pre-Rider Ford 0 to 500 class, or he can race 0 to 650 or open with it as well. He can race all three classes at the same time, because all those sleds will be running together, but their points or positions are awarded per class, if that makes sense. But I need to fix this thing up because I actually broke it when I was going to film an XC 700 versus the world episode 2. Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. So not major, super easy fix, but I got to get it pulled in the garage, thawed out, and I'll show you guys what happened.
All right, 700 is in the garage now. Long story short, I got a bunch of work to do to this thing before it's ready to race. First off, I need to get the carbs dialed in. Second, I need brake pads, seriously bad. Third, we're not keeping this. Fourth, now this is what broke. I wish I had the video. I accidentally deleted it off my SD card, but I was getting ready to race this thing on Big Lake again on the XC 700 versus the world episode 2, and coolant hose ripped. So I need a new coolant hose to put on this. I'm also going to play with the clutching a little bit. I want to get my engagement up. It engages super low, and it's not in the power band when it engages. And I want this thing to be like power now. Another thing, I need a studded track on this sled if I want to even think about being competitive in the snow. It's a Le Mans race on snow. I need studs though. It's going to get wore out down to ice. And let's be honest, this .91 does not hook up all that great. It's great for top speed. That's about it. I got way too much power for that small of a lug. So I'm actively looking for a 1.25 to 1.5 inch studded 121. Got to replace that coolant hose. I have those also. I don't have to get them. I have brake pads, and I have something magical to replace my master cylinder with. You guys will see that in the next video probably, but it's going to be a lot nicer. I got to button up a couple little things on this thing. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And while I'm at it, maybe I'll clean this thing up a little bit. I've never really detailed this sled since I bought it, so it's a little dirty. It's a little gross. I mean, I've done my clickable wipe downs, whatever, but I've never, I mean, look at the clutch cover. I've never really cleaned this thing, and I've owned the sled for like 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. I mean, it left my possession for like a year. One of my buddies had it. I ended up actually trading. It's funny. So I had this. I got pissed off at old sleds. This is way before I YouTubed, and got mad at old sleds. I sold them all, gave them away, and this is actually how I met Bobby Reed. Was this sled amongst some other ones. He came over, bought him. I gave him a 94 XCR 440 special for free. I sold him this 97 or 98 700 for like $500. Get this shit out of my yard. Well, a couple years later, I bought this 440. Well, I traded this 440 for this 700, and then long story short, I ended up doing some more wheeling dealing, got that 440 back. I don't remember where I was at, but all in all, we got a lot of freaking work to do to this thing. I got a week to do it, and I got to get the 440 somewhat ironed out so Ellis can race it, because I'm trying to rope more people in and coming out and racing with us. So at this point, I'm starting to loan sleds out. This thing, she's a runner, currently fix the brake system, jetting, clutching, different track studs, suspension setup. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Stay tuned.